Chris.
Chris, what's going on? Chris, get on here.
Again,
Hi, Sophie.
Hello.
Oh my God, he just jumped. Hey, I'm having such an unstable internet, so if I get choppy, I'm sorry. I know. Are you outside?
Yes, I am.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I thought that was like a fake background.
no, it's real. Birds might fly by, and squirrels and rabbits. Yeah, it's real.
Oh, that's great.
It's sunny where we are.
I know. You're in Los Angeles.
Yes.
That's how Sophie and I know each other, from Los Angeles. She's a great musician, and since I thought of this idea because we were doing the Valentine's theme, you kind of suggested this actually, but when I was bringing on the music, well, no, I wanted you to come on. You suggested the Valentine's song because we were doing the Valentine's sale. And then I was like, oh, that makes sense, because I want to have a musical act, and you're our first musical act.
Oh my goodness!
But let me.
I'm very excited. Thank you. What an honor.
Let me read your bio. We're at it.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
How professional.
I made this up, so tell me if it's accurate.
I'm nervous. What you're going to say?
Through some stuff. Sophie Ilys is a Los Angeles-based self-taught songwriter and musician, originally from Devon, England.
Yep.
I don't know where Devon is. I apologize. Is that north?
Southwest.
That's what I meant. That's what I get confused.
Yep.
Sophie infuses a visual sensory component with her sound to create a musical experience that leaves a lasting memory. I feel like that's accurate because I've seen you play.
You have.
Concerts in curated spaces, not in traditional venues, which I can attest to because I've been to a couple of your performances. It's a signature of Sophie's vision to change the way people listen to music. You do perform pop-up shows with your project Flight of Voices, which is awesome, which is at Flight of Voices on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah.
You go to unique locations all over Los Angeles and maybe all over the world, if I'm not mistaken. And I can keep going. Your heartfelt songs explore the ups and downs. You're like, I'll just read this all day.
I get shy.
Let me ask, before I make you perform, before you're like, Ralph, what did you do? What age did you start performing, and what age did you start writing your own music? So those are two different questions.
That's a good question. Well, I'll start with when I started writing music. I was actually about 5 years old when I remember coming up with lyrics and melody, and I just assumed everyone did that. I thought it was completely normal to just have lyrics and melody ideas kind of coming into your head. Do you not do that as well?
I did it since age 1. So.
Age 1. Okay. Well, you're a little ahead of me then.
Yeah, I was really gifted.
Oh my gosh. Well, you have to teach me some lessons.
I'll teach you a few.
Yeah, I started super young, but I was kind of like a secret songwriter. No one really knew. A couple of my friends knew and stuff that I loved writing songs, but I didn't really perform actually until I was living in Mexico, and I decided to just start performing full time when I was about 20. And I called my family and I was like, hey, I'm a singer now. And they were like, you sing? And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. I am now.
So they didn't really know, and you just kind of went and were like, that's what I do. And then did you perform for your family at that point? Did you they didn't ask? They were like, hey, prove it to us.
They were like,
cool.
No, they were just like, well, I guess she's a singer in Mexico now. So
okay.
Yeah, so now they've heard me, of course.
Right. I would hope. I mean, maybe they refuse to listen. What can you tell me about Flight of Voices, or the audience about Flight of Voices? Because it's very interesting what you guys do.
Yeah. So, well, when I moved to LA, I kind of did a few of the gigs and venues here, starting out as an original singer-songwriter in the city, and quickly found that it was kind of, you had to ultimately pay to perform your original music. So I had this idea that I wanted to kind of create my own venues and own spaces for people to listen to my music in. So that through a long story formed into the project Flight of Voices, and it's been going for, I guess, coming up to 6 years, which is a really long time. And we've done hundreds of shows, anything from on the top of a mountain to secret caves. And so we kind of create these experiences. We're a collective of 60 artists now. It grew from just being a handful of us into 60 amazing artists and musicians. And so we curate the show. And I don't know if anyone watching at home has ever had a flight of wine or a flight of beer
I have.
or whiskey or
I'm
something.
sure some of our viewers have done that. We
So
can
you've
check the comments. Who's had a flight of whiskey? Me.
Yeah,
But
me
sorry.
too. Flight of pretty much everything at this point. But what we do is we create a flight of voices. So you get to sample different voices in different genres in one show, maybe on top of a mountain. So that's kind of it. It's a
Yeah. I saw I'm sorry to cut you off, but I saw you guys play. What was the name of that recording studio where like Fleetwood Mac recorded and all those famous acts recorded? And that was amazing.
Yeah, that's the Village Studios in West LA. It's been around since the 60s, and pretty much name an artist and they've recorded there and kind of still record there. A lot of the current artists are still using that space. So we did a monthly show there, which you came to,
That was fun.
which is a lot of fun. But yeah,
I knew the bartender there.
Yes, it's a good person to know.
He is. Kevin the bartender. Giving him a shout out.
Yeah.
Kevin's actually, and side note, Kevin Townsley, who's Sophie's partner, has written a comic book for us.
Yeah.
So look at that. He was writer on our recent Christmas special. So.
And I will not lie, I did give a little bit of feedback on that too.
Oh, you did?
I don't think I get a credit on it though.
You should have told me. I would have.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to keep yapping away because I wanted to get to your song. And again, this is our like sort of Valentine's theme.
Oh.
So you're probably on, and Jason pulled some Valentine's books. So like we're just cutting into his time, which is fine because we don't need that much Jason. He's on all the time. I'm gonna put you on solo layout so you don't have to look at this face while you.
Oh, it's lovely.
I'll superimpose Kevin over my face. But whenever you tell me when you're ready, and I'm gonna put you on, and then I'll come back after your song.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So this song is called I Love You So, and it's for all of you guys who are hopefully enjoying the love of Valentine's. Finally, you came along. You're like the sunlight I've been missing in my life for so long. You keep me smiling when my world is going wrong. You make me feel like I'm the one. And if they say that love is blind, then I'm happy with no sight, 'cause I've never seen so clearly. It's never looked so right. And have I told you that I love you so? Have I told you I love you so? Have I told you that I love you so? I don't think I told you I'd miss you if you go. Days drift into the sunset sky. Months flow by like silent ships in the night. You're here. There's nothing else I long for anymore. Years they can disappear. I don't mind. And if they say that love is blind, then I'm happy with no sight, 'cause I've never seen so clearly. It's never looked so right. And have I told you that I love you so? Have I told you I love you so? Have I told you that I love you so? I don't think I told you I'd miss you if you go. Infinite possibilities. Now I can see that nothing is impossible, 'cause you inspire me. And whatever this life may bring, I know that with you I'll get through. I can do anything. And baby, have I told you that I love you so? Have I told you I love you so? Have I told you that I love you so? I don't think I told you I'd miss you if you go.
Wow. Okay. That was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Only one amazing clap for you.
That's enough.
Yay.
That's enough.
I'm going to make you do a whole concert. Did you prepare 2 to 3 more songs? Thanks.
No, I didn't.
Fine, whatever.
Next time.
Trent says, voice like a warm blanket.
Oh, thank you, Trent.
You have an amazing voice. I even sampled one of your songs on our Instagram story earlier today. So,
Thanks, Mark.
yeah. Thanks so much. How long did that take to write, out of curiosity? I had no grasp of writing music.
Oh, that's so, there's no like rhyme or reason for me with how long my songs take. Like that one weirdly took a couple of years. I
Oh, did it really? Oh, okay.
Started that one, started writing it in Mexico. I actually came up with the chorus in England, came up with the verses in Mexico, and then finished it with the bridge in LA over about a 2-year period.
Right.
But some songs will come out in like the one that you actually sampled, that was Falling Down, and that one I wrote in about 45 minutes. So I don't know.
It's so weird to me.
Oh,
Like you can write a song in 45 minutes and then it takes 2. That's crazy. It's interesting.
Everyone's so sweet. Thank you, everyone, for all the lovely comments. I really
yeah. A lot of people coming through. Chuck's demanding an encore. See this? I wasn't the only one, Sophie. So if you don't want to do one, then I'll insist that Kevin does a mime show if he's around. Do we have any? Does anybody have any questions for Sophie before I let her go? And then Chris, if you're back in the office, can you maybe look at my lines from the sun coming through? Chris, do you have any?
That's good.
Can we put up Sophie's banners for her social media? I think we have them here, and I just want to double check to make sure these are correct. We have @Flight of Voices on Instagram.
That is the one.
And we have Sophie Ilys as well on Instagram.
Yes.
Which is spelled just like
I love you,
Sophie. I love you still. We'll get it up there. I promise we'll put it up there sometime in the future, in the near future. I'm going to do it right now. Will you be touring once the pandemic is over?
Yeah, we'll definitely be starting back up with shows. The good thing for us is that even before COVID, we did a lot of shows outdoors. So we're already kind of speaking with some of our partners and outdoor spaces that to arrange some socially distant shows that we can put on. So I don't know if anyone's in LA, but most of the shows are in LA. But
right now, I was in LA.
Yeah.
That should be cool. Where was your most unique concert venue?
That's from Jimmy. Well, that's a great question. I've done so many bizarre places. I want to say one of the craziest ones was we did a show in Joshua Tree in the desert, and there was a lake on this property, and we floated on paddle boards, and that was
Oh,
so we did
geez.
the show with 5 of us performing, and that was a little dicey because we were like, are we going to fall in? But it was really magical. That one was pretty unique.
I'm glad you didn't fall in.
Yeah.
Where in LA do you mainly perform?
Well, Nick, I perform
All over.
because we do these different pop-up shows. They kind of change locations, so we'll probably be back doing shows at a place in Malibu called Malibu Wines. That will probably be one of our first shows coming back. And then the fun is you never really know where we're going to be. We do these pop-up experiences. One of them that we won't be able to do, I don't know when we'll be able to do this again, is in a room made entirely of pink Himalayan salt, and that's in Beverly Hills. So you sit in a room made of salt. So hopefully we'll get that one going one day.
I'll go with that. I want to do that one. I want to go to that one. If you want me to, I will perform as well.
Yes, I would. I was hoping. I was wondering when you were going to offer.
I'll bring one of my songs I wrote when I was 1.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. I cannot wait to hear that, and I think everyone watching would love to hear that too, Ralph.
It's like I've been working on the lyrics for 40 years, but it's like goo goo, gaga, goo gaga. It's like a lot of that.
Sounds like a lot of hit songs these days, though. I think you could do.
Yeah,
do really
come back around. So I'm sorry. I'm just trying to read the comments, see if there's any more questions. I have one last question. Are you going to come back and perform for us, or am I going to get anybody else from Flight of Voices to come back and perform for us? That would be cool.
Well, if
Hopefully.
people would like us to, we will be back.
Right.
I would be back, and I can certainly bring along a friend next time and
Ooh, that'd be cool.
some music if people are interested.
Well, I think they'll tell us if they're interested, but I think from the looks of it, they are. Again, guys, at Flight of Voices on Instagram, please add them and follow them, and Sophie Ilys on Instagram. I was making sure I spelled that right. Cool,
yes,
I did.
You got it right.
So good at spelling. Sophie, you're the best. It's great seeing you. I'll see you hopefully soon when I'm back in town.
Yay, thank you. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure.
Talk to you soon. All right, guys. That was Sophie Ilys. She rocks. Let's bring Chris back. Or Jason.
Yeah, we're gonna get into
You guys enjoy that?
So thanks, Sophie, and thanks, Ralph. Sophie, thanks so much for doing that.
Doug, our first musical guest.
That was our first musical guest. We were like very confused as to what was gonna happen. It was really cool. We're really happy actually that you came on.
We try new things, man. We try new things. I hope you guys like
new stuff. That was really cool.
But I'll let you guys get back to your thing, and if you need me, I'm here with these stripes.
All right, we got you just in case, sir. So again, huge thank you to Sophie. Again, Flight of Voices, you can find her there.